Take a second, find something bigger than yourself. I don't know nothing more important than your health. Check your priorities, put that shit up on the scale. The price of over.
We're here with the biggest underdogs. We got Robi Kanobi with us today. For the show. Your life growing up so far here, and you know what you do exactly, like the different hats you wear. Because I heard you wear many hats.
Yeah, wear a lot of hats, more than one. Yeah, once again, I'm Robi Kanobi. I'm a producer, engineer, musician, educator, multimedia personnel. Wear a lot of hats. They say jack of all trades. Shit, I'm a Swiss Army knife out here, you know. Don't mind if I do.
Type shit.
I've been here for the latter part of my adult years and whatnot. I moved here from by way of Northwest Indiana.
Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana. Indiana, like 10 minutes outside the city of Chicago. Yeah, so I've been here since 2004 actually. So I went to high school here in Charlestown. I met my mans right here. We've been A1 day one since then. I've been in the marching band since I was like 10 years old. Yeah, man. That's where all my music influences come from.
I was just gonna say that. Is that where it comes from?
Yeah, that's where it comes from. And then I owe it to the city of Houston to so I can get into everything that I'm into right now. Everything culminates from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's so much to do out here. So like, it's so much to tap in with. Definitely.
Do I manage?
Yeah.
Shit, when it's necessary.
When it's necessary.
When we trying to get shit done, and it looks like I'm the man in the mirror that's gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help the people around me successful. If they're successful, I'm successful. Yeah, that's a managerial mindset.
Yes.
So
he definitely got the role manager hat down pat. Even if you don't want to just say manager. He role manages. He manages situations, anything that any campaign.
Okay, tell us more about the role manager then. What is your role and what do you enjoy about role managing? Talk to us about that.
Like I said, I'm doing everything that's at my disposal. Everything that I put together that I see a vision for, of course we plan it out, write it out, and make sure, are these actionable steps? Can we do it? And can I make the investment? Can I make the sacrifice, the necessary sacrifice, of course, to, to get the result that we're looking for?
Exactly.
So if that's calling myself a manager, then, that's what it is. But I'm not taking on anybody. I'm not going to even stunt. But I'll take you on as a producer. I'll take you on as an engineer. I'll take you on as a musician. But as of this point, I have the resources, the network
to do that.
To do it. In the event that I run into someone that they may have a personnel that can already do that for them, but 8 times out of 10, maybe 7, I'm meeting somebody that's on the startup, and it's always good to get with somebody on the startup. But at the same time, it's still a business. I still want to make sure that we could, do anything tangible, do things tangible that's going to also reinvest and come back to the business, so that way we can continue to do more.
Most definitely.
So what a time to be alive where we can actually watch and listen to the people that we grew up watching, and then listen to all the mistakes and trials and tribulations they had. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I look around, where am I? What's my circumstance, and how can I make the best of that?
So you say you big on learning from others' mistakes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's been my life story, really. Because that's why some people look at me like, "Dang, you doing real well," because I've seen everybody else fuck up.
Type shit.
People don't even know that. Everybody knows the learning experience. So you gotta experience that the best teacher and stuff like that. But in actuality, when you are observing something, which is learning off others, you know what I'm saying? That's a form of learning, right?
And people don't get that. People don't get that.
Pick it up like that without having to do the same risk, take the same risk that the person who's actually doing the experience doesn't have to go to. Now, of course, on the flip side, you don't get to pick up the intangible, real, live and direct intangible
that
things
flesh
that
experience
go into when you're doing it.
Yeah. That flesh experience.
But you can at least pick it up. I consider ourselves as learning individuals, high-powered individuals. So we use your mind.
Use your mind.
Observe something. Like, what? If he was doing it like that, I see some of the good that he did, but I'm gonna do it like this on some of the other things.
Yeah, exactly. I think you know, we're real students of the game. You know, continue to be a student of the game, because as a musician, you never stop learning. Mm-hmm. You never stop learning. There's no cap. There's no, you know, mountaintop unless you just, you know, you Quincy Jones, God bless you. That's the mountaintop.
Even him, you just gotta wake up at that position. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta keep your head down, keep working to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But most definitely let's get to the music. You are an amazing producer. I've heard tracks that you've done for people. Amazing artist. I know personally myself.
Yeah.
So tell me a little about your journey as a producer, what you love about it. You know, some things you don't like about it, and you know, the field of producing.
Yeah, I mean, briefly, because I can talk about it all day.
All day, I know.
I can talk about it all day.
You
man.
love it. You love it. You can talk about it.
Yeah, I love this shit. This is who I am. Like literally, like Cardi says, I am music. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
This is, you know what I'm saying? I'll mention
That's what we're here for. The Music Mondays.
Yeah.
We are music.
Yeah. So, like I said, I started being in a marching band since I was like 10 years old. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I played, you know, multiple instruments as of now. So first it was trumpet, then I got into drums, you know what I'm saying, thanks to the movie Drumline.
That was inspiration. For real?
Well,
come on.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, me too.
You'd be surprised how many people were influenced by that. Man,
For
Nick can't get a
real.
lot of shit for that, but he birthed a lot of people into music doing shit like that.
Real talk.
But yeah, and then...
He did catch a lot of flack for it.
Oh yeah, he knows it. But I acknowledge it because it was just like, bro, he still did that shit.
All right.
And thirdly, then I stayed with drums and then got into high school here in Sharpstown, in Houston, Texas, on the southwest side.
Okay.
And
we love it all.
oh yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to that, man. And then like around 15. I was like 15 years old, 16 years old. I just walked past the piano. I was like, bro, I'm supposed to play this.
Play this. Just felt it.
Yeah, I just had to play. So I learned, you know what I'm saying, spent my time on YouTube University, still haven't graduated, don't want to graduate.
Don't want to. It's forever stuff to learn.
And then I've learned as many songs as I could. And then after I graduated high school, went to Texas Southern University. TSU.
Come on.
You know, and then, of course, and then I auditioned for the Ocean of Soul. So I had all my influence come from being in that drum section. So it was a lot of improvisation, and crazy focus. It was ridiculous at the thing that we was doing. Like a lot of the shit that it should have been filmed, like it's being filmed now.
Right. So that journey and experience.
Yeah, that was in 2008. Like
that's what surprises me. You know how we in front of cameras and things like that and stuff like that. Like that, you know, these things have been going on.
But ain't nobody
movers and shakers have been in the game since the 80s and 90s and all that. But it was kind of frowned upon to record back in the days, the times that he's talking about, 2008, 2009, 2010. It was like, get that camera out of here. Now it's funny how it makes the shift.
Everybody
just to see it, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody got a camera in that face.
And then, you know, to the exposure.
I'm telling you, my little baby already looking at the camera like no,
the whole generation.
Yeah,
not gonna be you.
It's sick.
They ain't gonna know how to flip a page on a book, but they don't know how to function and use the whole function.
Trust me, I deal with that as a teacher. What a time to be alive, bro.
Come on. Let's transition to that. Yes, I heard you teach, man. Tell us about being a teacher. What you love about that, man?
The fact that I'm teaching music.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole thing.
The fact that I'm teaching music, bro.
You love it and you teach it.
I used to always love my choir director teacher because you could tell she really with a passion loved what she did. She would get with us and individually work on the things that we would struggle with in singing, bro, and that showed me bro, even to this day, if I bump into her at the grocery store, it's just yo, what's up, bro? Because you added so much to my career as a musician.
Yeah, I be telling them the same thing. I was like, man, about 15, 20 years from now, you better remember what I'm telling you.
They gonna remember you. They gonna remember all the things you're teaching. That's beautiful.
The one thing I love about teaching and being a music teacher is I get to be the teacher that I wish I had.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What? Come on.
You know.
Pop it.
Yeah, I tell them that too. I was like, man, I wish I had me.
Tight up.
When I was in middle school, you crazy.
I would have been on, bro.
I'm dropping game on all of y'all.
Everything.
Bro.
And allowing you to be who you are, whereas they used to try to stop your creativity and knock it back.
For sure. So tell me, what y'all got going on the 19th? Because I heard it's going down, man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going down like a push button, bro.
Come on. And legit. So when you talk about what he was doing, his education as a teacher, his profession and being a music teacher, he also owns a studio. You know what I'm saying? So this studio, I've actually been privileged to see the birth of it, the inception of it, the idea, him putting the work and the sweat equity to get it, and then finally finding it and doing it and everything. Like I saw it all, and he's had this for now 5 years. So
yeah, in August it'll be five.
Come on.
5 years, and that project, because of that process. This is how the birth of that project actually also came out too. So some of the beats that you hear on there, and then he can correct me if I'm wrong. He knows more than I do. He created it, but some of the beats that he made were made like before he even got into
the studio.
And then people heard it and made it and started putting their creativity on his work, and has a beautiful compilation project that's gonna come out that we're finna celebrate on the 19th.
Yeah.
It's like basically paying homage to like your journey, basically with this thing on the 19th is doing. Like you didn't build this studio, you built this work up, you've been entrepreneuring your ass off, working hard as a teacher, and this is like all coming together in this project. Come on, bro. It's
a full culmination.
Even to line it up like you just said in August, 5 years. So it's like it's all in love.
It's like an anniversary.
And it's
for sure. Nice, put it that way, yeah.
The anniversary of the start of the studio.
It's good to see the fruits of this labor just be out and be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen this since the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. What? That's crazy. I'm glad we catching this here.
This is shout out to the biggest underdogs.
Yeah, the biggest underdogs, man.
Open up their doors for allowing us.
Come on. I feel special.
First and foremost. And
it's all love.
The event name is something that I always tell people, because I can show you better than I can tell you, So I would always say, well, shit. All right, here you go. You want to come to the studio? Let's do a vibe check.
Come on, I heard that. I seen the clip. I like that.
Let's do a vibe check.
Yes.
Why I call it a vibe check? Everybody was like, yeah, it's a vibe. I was vibing with it. And if you ain't vibing, you know you flying somewhere. You gotta go.
Come on,
you gotta go. So it's one or two.
You
ain't gotta come back. So it's just like that's your opportunity to, what I'm saying, check me out. See if this is a certain fit. You know what I'm saying? Can you fit in these vibrations that we creating over here? And then if you rock with it, you know what I'm saying, stick around, man. We get to make some great work, man. It takes time. I tell people all the time, it takes one day at a time. We just gotta make sure we make time for it. Take time for everything that we need to do. I know life be lifing. I'm not saying my life is perfect. I'm not saying anybody else's life is perfect. I know people go through stuff, but each day that we get together, you got to be intent for what we're doing.
Most definitely.
So that way we can walk away, be like, all right, we made some progress towards this, like intangible progress.
Right.
Intangible progress.
I want that.
So with that all being said, I just make that tangible.
Right.
Let's have a vibe check. Come through and see the work that's been put in this whole time on a grander scale for the people that probably still don't believe it, maybe.
All right.
So the only way for you to believe it is to actually be in a place where you can receive it.
Yeah.
Come
check it, because real gonna recognize real for sure.
So I gotta be myself in Joe Dirt fashion, because
that's what you here for.
Even himself, he don't want to say. Man, there was a time, like I said, this is my brother from another. We been rocking since high school. You know what I'm saying? Went to college, became. We were eventually the same roommates in college.
Yeah. We finessed a lot to stick around.
You know what I'm saying? Did a whole lot that we can't mention.
No, of course.
But it was times where he would be like, man, I'm doing all this music, but nobody want to know if I'm hard or this, or no rapper want to come rap on. I'm like, bro, you just gotta keep going, and to see just the growth to where he used to like kind of like, I guess, beg people to come rap for him. And now people hitting him up, want to see and stuff like that. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
And then there was a time where he was like, people ain't appreciating what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most people, they business first. Right. Hey, you gonna do this? Hey, how much is beat? You gotta pay me for my beat. He willing to work with you, you know? Give you an opportunity. Check the vibe. See if he likes what you're doing on his stuff, and we can build on that and expound on that. And the reason why I'm even interjecting, that's how my music journey started. You know what I'm saying? I've been around it the whole time, but, you know, and everybody can rap my behind off.
Yeah, that he can.
Can freestyle on any beat and stuff like that. But at the same time, just wasn't, I guess, the lure to be a rapper wasn't cool. Right. You had to really have that motion. You know what I'm saying? You really had to be lit, and others had to be like, nah, he that. Rather than say everybody, I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He even did that for me. So that's why, because I was delaying the music shit, and he used to push me. I don't even know if he remember. He was like, man, just come rap, man, Joe. You rap on it. You always freestyling. You can rap on it. And there's times he was like, man, Joe, just put it out. I like your freestyle better than you trying to write and rap on it. I'm like, bro, I gotta make sure I'm saying something with the freestyle. I'm just off the top of the head. I'm an H-Town individual. Come on, talk to him. We off the top of the dome. Talk to him.
Hey, officially introduce yourself.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Joe Dirt, Mr. JDP, that be me. I ain't talking about Lee when I say dirty in the mix, man. Get your issues.
Because this man been dropping gems the whole
real quick. Man, you
this is the time you guys can tell the people anything y'all got coming up.
Okay.
You know, talk to us, let us know.
Okay, well, big first shout out to the biggest underdogs for having me come out. I'm very appreciative of this. I definitely wanted to come and you know what I'm saying, oblige myself to the situation, and I like what's going on here. I appreciate y'all like what I got going on, and I want to contribute. Shout out to Rooster Royalty, you know what I'm saying, ROR, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to the R's in the building, double off.
Let's get it.
But I would like to, you know, officially plug, you know, the vibe check. So the vibe check is essentially going to be an experience where you can actually positively receive the work that, you know, Robi Kanobi can bring, and of course RWK Productions, to, you know what I'm saying, to give, you know what I'm saying, give you the medicine and the candy. Because I know there is a awkwardness to, you know, showing people new music and a DJ playing something different that you never heard before. And so it's that exclusivity about it as well too. And hearing a different sound is like people trying to change styles, or you know what I'm saying, listening to a new playlist that you never dove in before and whatnot. So
try a new coffee brand.
I wanna that is part of the vibe check essence within itself, you know. So if you still haven't, you know what I'm saying, figured out a way or why it is you want to figure out about me and Robi Kanobi and RWK Productions, come to the vibe check so you can see it live. And then when you see it live, you can stream it right then and there, because it's already going to be out by the time you get there. It's going to be QR codes. It's going to be tangible now. Now we got QR codes. You got it in your phone. It's in your hand now. And now you can touch it.
Exactly.
Literally, you can touch it. You know, literally you can touch it. So
that's beautiful.
And it's at the media block. Shout out to my boy Q. That's also a person that you want to get involved with as well too. Q Guy,
great
Deja Vu PR.
Background with Q. What's still running like, you know, give a little bit about Q on here.
Oh, what's it? Yeah, for sure. Like I've known him over 10 years now.
Shout out Q Guy.
Yeah, shout out Q Guy. He's actually one of the first artists that actually put one of my first songs on the tape, put it out. I had a marketing plan and
everything.
Well, yeah. Like he had I album rollout. We performed it because of the music that I made.
When he was saying, "Man, who gonna rap? Man, nobody gonna take it."
And then I
serious.
made Q.
And Q come over here and say, "Nah, I'm gonna take it serious."
Yeah, he was there.
Put it all away and show you. And see,
Yeah, he was there.
And probably blew away his expectations because he probably just wanted, and I can say this, he probably just wanted you to record the song and put it up on your MySpace, or have it published it, so to speak.
Yeah.
Q went above and beyond, shot treatments for it and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
he opened his eyes to the artistry, which he shares with me. Like he pours into me with it, like
real time.
And I was able to see it in real time too.
Real support.
Yeah. So first placement called Elevator Music 2.
Okay, I go type that.
Yeah. Elevator Music 2, cool song to ride to. And then I had met him, and then we performed the music together because, of course, I produced it. Once I produced it, that's the perk about me being a producer. If I perform it with you, I can pull a whole live band together if we wanted to.
Exactly, because you know the breakdown now. Yeah,
I know the breakdown. We can work it out, and it can happen. No problem. Everybody asking for a tiny death stuff, but you know, it's a process.
It's a process.
They don't just get up in there and do that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It takes practice. Come on. Yeah.
They people just don't get up and do that. They've been doing that. You know, you can't just like, all right, let's have a couple rehearsals.
It's a whole other art form.
Yeah, it can be pulled out, but it's not gonna be authentic. I don't think it'd be pretty organic. It has some organic moments, but
And Q is the owner and the founder of the media.
Yeah, him, his wife, and her twin sister, Deja Vu PR.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know them very well, man. That's where it's gonna be. They friends. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely set that up. Tap me in with them. We gonna get them on the show. Let them say.
When you pull up on the 19th, you gonna see what I'm talking about.
Look, exactly. Look, I'm gonna do it myself.
And that's how he was able to even secure a spot for his vibe check.
Vibe check, most definitely.
And of course, the vibe check is centered around the compilation. Who was all on the compilation?
Yeah. He was all over that thing, man. Because we made a lot of music together at the time. We had like plenty seasons.
Even though the compilation 2 is going, it has certain artists that have been working closely with us.
Yeah, for quite some time.
Shout out all my bros.
Smoke Dog.
Shout out.
Yeah. Chris Reese, TC Gambino, Ashton Kush, Nobody.
Eugene.
Yeah.
Shit. Come on, I love all
and
of
of course, not only last but surely.
None but not these shows truly,
Yeah, man. He got 2 bangers on there as well too.
Come on.
It's only 8 tracks. It's very, very short and sweet. 8 tracks, man. Short and sweet. A lot of them is like less than 2 minutes because that's the format.
Yeah, that is definitely the format.
That's the format now. Yeah. Less than 2 minutes. It's out of there.
That's a song. That's only people attention span. That's all they got time for right now.
8 tracks made and created by yours truly, Robi Kanobi.
Yeah.
Robi Kanobi. That brought all us individuals that he just named. Even G's Nobody at all.
Got 2 tracks with her, man.
Come on, she was telling me about it.
Oh yeah,
I remember. I was finna be honest.
So you know Eugene, so you know the reason why you get.
Where you about to lay verse? Okay.
The reason why you might hear us kind of stumbling over it. I'm stumbling over it because she's rebranding her name as we speak.
Yeah.
So she's in the midst of rebranding, so you know.
I'm trying to be.
Just trying to be respectful.
Yeah. No, shout out to Eve. Shout out to Nobody. Like, hey.
TC Gambino, that's a good brother. I mean, we got ties.
Yeah.
I'm Nigerian. I'm African, so and he's Nigerian too. So there's a relation that we ain't like cousins or nothing, but there's just a relation there, a real understanding of that. So TC Gambino, Chris Reese.
Man, Chris Reese, man.
I love this.
We used to be moving and shaking in the 3rd Ward. And then there's a niche community that used to go to certain little places around there. And Chris Reese's mother had a bar over there called Frozen Paradise, to where she used to host open mics and things of that nature.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we pop up every Wednesday. It was a circuit that we ran. You know, like it was.
So I used to call her, hey man, we gotta go on that world tour. We gotta go on that tour. It just spot.
And that we did.
That's
why whenever we show up, man, we eyes wide.
Eyes wide. They already know who's in the building.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Eyes wide.
And then of course, Smoke Dog and Chris Reese.
Yeah,
Smoke Dog and Chris Reese, they come together.
Yeah, man. They a dynamic duo, man. At least with me, I know they both have their own separate projects, man. Shout out to Square Business. That's Smoke Dog right there.
Okay.
Yeah, ESB, man. And Chris is Dirty World. Dirty World. I believe he has an apparel. He might have some clothes. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, yeah. I'm very aware.
He definitely got apparel, emotion. He got merch. He got all that.
I'm very aware of what they got going on, but.
And then also got Ashton Kutch, who also has a studio.
Yeah, in the same building.
What?
Now, Ashton Kutch and TC, we all got a studio in the same building.
But like that's why I say it's just so much going on out here, bro. You never know who got a studio, who on a studio. Like the network possibility is just crazy out here.
Quantum network.
Yes, and that's why I say I love about this because this is what the underdog is for. This is amazing, bro.
Shout out to Jody.
Come on.
Jody from the North.
Jody from the North, for real.
Big no, man.
Yeah, it's a big, huge thanks. You know, I always wanted moments like this.
Never. We tapped in. Like,
yeah, you never know when you have moments like this. You know, being able to, sit down and have a conversation such as this. You know, I watch them all the time, and I was like, man, I wonder
how I feel.
not only how I feel, but when that time comes, I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? It'll be authentic. You know, I don't ever really desire those moments, but it's just like, damn, okay, here we go.
Here we go. Come on.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful way to look at it, though.
Yeah, here we go.
Because it definitely in the moment feeling it. It's just like. When you anticipating it, I don't know. I guess it kind of takes the like.
It takes away.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. But when it happens, when you weren't even thinking about it, I was like, where did this come from?
Shit.
Most definitely want to salute you, give you your flowers as well.
Yeah,
definitely, bro.
April 19th. That's the
the vibe check. April 19th. The vibe check. April 19th.
I heard it.
And April 5th, listening party at the studio. April 5th at the studio to hype it up.
Compilation volume.
Yeah, compilation volume 2.
Y'all heard it.
Volume 2.
I ain't nothing special, baby. I close myself off too when shit get crazy. Know how